Welcome, traveler, to the Beautiful Sunday podcast, with special thanks to the Society of BS, where every tale hides a secret, every whisper leads to a wonder, and nothing is ever quite what it seems.
Each week, we gather around to share the strange, the spooky, and the stories that refuse to stay buried.
I never know what you're about to tell me, and every time I regret finding out.
Good, then you've come to the right place.
This week, we enter the antique shop's secret locked door for a segment we like to call Cursed Keepsakes.
Every object has a tale to tell. Some remember that tale fondly. Some whisper in the dark. Some scream. Tonight, we listen to that tale. This episode is called File 4, The Sorrow That Spreads, Portrait of a Crying Child. It is 1985 in South Yorkshire, England. Firefighter Station Officer Alan Wilkinson gets a call about a fire breaking out in the middle of the night. He rushes on scene, and together with his crew, they work through the night and put out the fire. After fighting the flames, Wilkinson takes a step back, looks at the damage that was caused. Much of the house is charred black, damaged, and destroyed. But that's when he sees it. Hanging on the wall, completely untouched by the flames, is a portrait of a young boy with tears streaming down his face. While the surrounding area was consumed and shriveled in the flames, this painting sat untouched, its dark brown eyes staring back at Alan. It's as if this child cries at the destruction around it. Alan examines the image and thinks to himself, "It's that damn portrait again." This was not the first time he had seen a completely undamaged, crying face surrounded by destruction, and it wouldn't be the last. This is how the curse of the crying boy begins.
What?
A crying portrait.
The same crying boy?
Same.
I don't know. He said this is the first time he's seen it, and it won't
Right.
be the last.
Have you ever seen an image like that? Something that just stared back at you and resonated with you?
Listen, I have 5 kids. 4 of them being boys. I see crying boys almost on a daily.
But would you ever hang up a picture of them crying on your wall?
You know, that could be cute.
It would be. So you would find a picture of a crying child cute.
I mean, if it's my child and not some random little boy in England.
Okay, let's say you're visiting England and you stumble into like a tourist shop and they have like reproduction paintings, and there's this one of this cute little boy, but he looks so sad and there's tears rolling down his eyes. Do you buy it and hang it up in your house?
Absolutely not. Especially after this story. No, thank you. I'll pass.
Okay, well, do you believe in curses? We've already established, before in the previous episodes, that you're more of a believer than a skeptic.
I do. Listen, I can be a skeptic about it, but I'm not going to welcome it into my household. You tell me that thing's cursed, you get it far away from me.
Okay, well, do you believe that a painting can cause a fire?
If it's cursed, I think it can.
Well, let's dive in a little bit about how this curse in particular started to spread, shall we?
Okay.
A tabloid magazine called The Sun wrote a story called Blazing Curse of the Crying Boy. In it, a young couple, Ron and Mary Hall, blamed their house fire on a cheap tourist reproduction by an artist named Giovanni Bregolin. Not much is known about this artist other than the fact that he had painted a series of crying children and had them reproduced and sold. Even less is known about the boy in the image. Although there are plenty of rumors and unconfirmed backstories about this kid. One saying he's called El Diablo and he burned his family in a fire, or the artist mistreated him and then painted him and this is his revenge. But honestly, there is absolutely no evidence of this whatsoever. Just rumors.
Okay.
But back to the Halls. So, their house gets burned in this fire. This picture of this young crying boy, completely untouched in all of this. So then how do they get to this idea that, oh no, this portrait caused the fire, right? This is the reason why our house burned down. Well, you remember the firefighter that we talked about in the first part?
Yes, Alan.
So Ron Hall, his brother Peter, was a colleague of Alan, and Alan told Pete, hey, I've seen these portraits at other fires, completely unburned and untouched.
Huh.
So when they took this to the tabloid magazine, The Sun, they quoted the family and they also quoted this firefighter. And that kind of led this little bit of air of like legitimacy that this firefighter was like, yeah, I've seen that portrait before.
Sure,
in
he's
fires.
a firefighter. He's fought several fires in his life, I'm sure. And to have seen this, coincidence?
I think not. But anyway, this is why like a house fire, which is like kind of a normal news thing, would blow up in this way, is because of that legitimacy from the firefighter. But now there are reports coming out from other families and other people that, hey, bad things are happening to me, and I also have this portrait of this little boy crying.
Okay, so not just house fires, like weird.
Mostly house fires.
Mostly house fires, but also weird other.
Well, there was this one lady who claimed that her husband and both of her sons died, and she has the portrait. So
Okay, that's closely like, sure, we'll give you we'll throw you a ball there.
Sure.
Yeah.
But as you can imagine, every time this happened, the Sun, who started this story, was like reporting on every single instance that came out about this thing.
Why not? It sells magazines.
But now, fear is spreading, and people are starting to become really terrified of this portrait. And they're like, I tried to burn this portrait in my backyard and it wouldn't burn.
Oh.
So they're like, what do we do? How do we get rid of a portrait? How do we destroy a portrait that's not going to burn? And the Sun is like, send them to us. We'll take them.
Oh my gosh.
So what did people do? They sent them in. And soon the Sun had thousands of these portraits sent to them. So what do you think they did with them?
Hung them in their studio? I don't know. What would you do with a bunch of cursed photographs?
They took them in a big pile and attempted to light them on fire. And you know what happened?
They caught fire.
They all burned, of course. There's no more portraits.
Well, maybe something at the Sun is particular, and maybe they had a priest there, like throwing holy water on it.
More than likely, they used something like lighter fluid and, something stronger to light them on fire.
Sure.
Were you expecting them not to burn?
I mean, part of me in the cursed realm of my brain was like, they stayed. All of them are still alive.
Can you imagine, though, they put them all in a big pile and none of them burned?
Yeah,
that would be crazy.
That'd be really insane.
But do you think the fact that they did burn kind of disproves this curse a little bit?
Maybe because they were all collected and they were being watched. They were like, it needs to burn.
So you're saying the curse only happens when no one's looking?
Yes. Because boys are mischievous. They only do things when people aren't looking, for the most part. My kid's pretty brave and will do something in front of me. But it seems that it could be a theory.
Sure. Should we talk some more reasonable explanations, perhaps?
Why not?
So, why didn't these paintings burn the first time? The firefighters have said that these images didn't burn because they were made from a material that was much more fire resistant than normal portraits were, and that they had hung them on the wall, not near the area of the intense heat. So essentially, because they're on the wall, not closer to the floor where the heat is burning, that they're less impervious to that intense heat.
Okay.
So that's more than likely why these paintings didn't burn.
Okay, the material they were made out of. And they were
Right.
made by the same person
Exactly.
who delivered them out to these places to be sold. Okay.
You see where we're going with this.
Mm-hmm.
But why were they all there at the scene of the crime, right?
Sure, but thinking about the firefighter, he's a firefighter in this area.
Right.
Maybe that's where this painter was from?
Well, the answer is actually very simple. It was because crying child portraits like these were very popular at the time.
Oh, okay.
So, in fact, they were a very common household item. It's like, those like tiny Italian chefs that sometimes people have in their kitchen?
Yes.
Can you imagine if everything burned around and everybody's like, that Italian chef is haunted?
Yes. It's just sitting there staring at me. It did this to us.
It's kind of that idea, like, or like a
It's
spoon.
amore.
It's something like that, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's a very common household item. So it's not really a coincidence that it was found at at a house in an area where everybody was buying these portraits. But, we think this could be a case of confirmation bias. People heard about the painting and it didn't burn, right? So then it had to be a curse. It had to be the painting. The painting was the reason their houses burned down. That was their logical assumption.
I mean, it makes sense to me.
Sure. But when firefighters, investigated the cause of these fires, there wasn't anything supernatural going on. In fact, they were very easily explained by common causes like grease fires, discarded cigarettes, faulty heaters, and more. Something very common.
Okay, so they weren't all the same. Like, not all of these fires were
Mysteriously broke out of nowhere with no
Right.
explanation. No,
Yes.
they had reasonable explanations.
Okay, fine. We'll go more science then. That makes sense.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I could understand if like they all had the same cause,
Like
or
random combustion.
yeah,
Yeah.
they all burst out around them.
Yeah.
But no, they had reasonable explanations. So, in terms of the cause of the fires, the crying boy painting was framed. Sorry, I just really wanted to say that pun.
Oh, yes, very punny of you. I love a good pun.
But yeah, as far as that goes, like, that is essentially where that story lies. Like, there's no other explanation. I tried to dig into the backstories of some of these things, but as you can imagine, it was a while ago. Like with most things, not very much information going on.
Of course. But did you find the picture of the crying boy?
I did.
Ooh, we're going to have to post that.
We'll have to post it on our Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah, because I need to see that. Well, I don't know. Do I want to see that?
It is a very angelic little boy who just has these big old tears falling down his face.
So at first look, if you didn't know the story, you're like, oh,
Yeah, pretty
cute.
much.
But now that you know the story, you see the red eyes appear.
Yeah, and I think there's been an underground, you know how when something becomes popular years later because of the legend?
Sure.
So there are some people who have them and are like, yeah, I like the crying picture portrait.
I'm not going to bring it into my house, though. I'll pass.
I truly don't understand the fad of hanging up crying children in general, because it's not like that was the other thing, is it wasn't always the same portrait of the boy. There was also, because like I said, he painted a lot of these. There was different boys, different girls. And then the legend grew even further to be like, oh, if you hang the crying boy next to the crying girl, he won't burn your house down because it's fine, because they're together.
Well, lots of theories that obviously...
At least that's what I got from one of my videos that I researched.
Definitely. But it's fine. Put them in your house. You'll be fine.
But with that being said, do you know what it's time for?
What? What time? Christine torture time?
Game time.
Woo.
So this one's not going to be torture. It's going to be rather simple, and you won't have to wait for an answer.
Really?
Really.
They can hear it right now?
They can hear your answer right now.
Oh, okay.
And then they can let us know what their choice is, because this game is called Burn It or Keep It.
Okay.
And it's very simple. In this minigame, you bought, found, or inherited an item. You really like the item, but unfortunately, it comes with a curse. Do you burn it or keep it? And in some cases, it comes with some sort of power. So, you find a creepy item. Do you keep it or burn it?
All right. Let's go.
Item number 1. A silver locket engraved with the initials of a 1920s actress. Everywhere you go, people compliment it and are taken by its beauty. All attention is on you when you wear it. The only catch: every time you open it, you hear a faint giggle when you're alone. Only when you're alone. And if you wear it to bed, you'll start laughing in your sleep. Burn it or keep it?
I'm keeping it.
You're keeping it? You think it's worth it?
That's worth it. That's hilarious. Not that, I'm vain or anything. The whole idea, because actress, and I like the idea of that. I'm all into the celebrity lifestyle and whatnot. But the giggling isn't that bad and isn't that creepy.
Even if it's a creepy little every time you open it?
No, that's okay.
But only when you're alone. You can't prove it to anybody else.
Open it. Just keep that thing closed.
And what if you forget and you wear it to bed?
Well, that doesn't bother me. It's going to bother the person I'm sleeping with. So.
What if it wakes you up?
Well, then I'll be awake. But I'm not... Do I keep laughing when I'm awake?
I guess not. I don't know. It's not explained.
I'm just saying. Would mostly bother my husband rather than me. So, I'm okay with that.
So creepy giggles, not fazed by it.
Not fazed by creepy giggles.
Okay, good to know. So you're keeping this item.
I'm keeping this for sure.
Okay. Item number 2. A delicate teacup painted with violets. Whenever you're thirsty, the cup fills itself with the best tasting tea you've ever had in your life. It satisfies your thirst in a way no other drink can. But if you drink the tea, you're unable to lie for the next 24 hours. Burn it or keep it.
I've seen a movie about this once. It's called Liar, Liar. He was pretty rough for him not being able to lie for a whole 24 hours.
Yeah, keep in mind, like little white lies, any of that, like you can't lie. So if, let's say your son draws you like a pretty little portrait, but it looks, ugly, and he comes like, what do you think? And you're just like, oh, it's ugly.
Those kids could use a little bit of truth. And the best tasting tea, I think I'm going to keep this one as well. I'm going to wear my little locket while I'm drinking my tea.
So then everybody can pay attention to the truth that you're now slinging?
Bring it on.
I don't know, man.
Shall set you free.
I don't think that's always true.
I'm going to go with it. I'm going to keep it.
Okay.
It's only for 24 hours.
You say that. I encourage you to try to stay true. Like, no lies, no half-truths. Complete 100% honest truth for 24 hours.
Challenge for a different day.
Like, what if your stomach is hurting and, like, you have to go to the bathroom, or you, God forbid, go to the bathroom in your pants? You can't lie about it.
True.
You'd have to be like, I just pooped my pants.
Yeah. I mean, that's never happened to me. But I'm less and less worried about what people think if I poop my pants.
Fair.
I'm on it. Let's keep it. Put it in the cupboard.
Now for item 3.
Okay.
A gold filigree brooch shaped like an hourglass that you found pinned to your grandma's old velvet coat.
I thought you were going to say pinned to your old grandma.
That too.
Okay.
When worn, clocks nearby slow down until collectively you get an extra hour of free time a day. So no strings attached as far as how much time, like it's not like another time added to the clock all around the world. Just you get an extra hour of time that you can do anything you want with. And it won't affect any other thing going on in your life, except for every extra hour you gain is an hour you will always show up late to important events.
No, I'm going to pass on that one.
You're going to pass?
Yeah.
Not even a second thought?
Not even a second thought. I think I don't want to show up late, but I do pretty well with my time as far as having extra hours of the day.
So you couldn't use that extra hour?
I don't think so. I think it'd just be an extra hour of me doing nonsensical things that I should be not.
But it could also be like relaxation time that you don't normally get.
But then I lose an hour of lateness, and it's important to me, especially because a lot of events and things that we go to be on time. So that one I'm going to have to forego. Grammy, you're keeping that one.
I think I would do the opposite, honestly.
Really?
I mean, I would feel really bad about showing up late, but to me, I'd rather have that extra hour of the day to be able to do stuff.
Interesting.
But I think that's because I feel like I never have enough time to do anything.
That's true. That could be it. I think I do find that I've organized my time better these days, so that way I don't feel so bad if I don't get things done or I leave things unfinished, but I would feel awful showing up late to, special events or special occasions.
I'd feel bad, but I would
think about it. Think of it like it's one of like your nephew's big announcement or big performances or big, and you're an hour late. You missed his big solo.
Yeah, that'd be sad.
Yeah.
I was thinking more of like you show up late to a funeral.
Oh no! Because you stole Grammy's brooch.
Where's Grammy's old brooch at?
Here comes Selena wearing it on her shirt.
An hour late to the funeral.
Yeah, no, I'm passing on that one for sure.
But, I mean, you could use it cleverly. Like, you don't have to use it a lot.
Listen, if I had a china cabinet full of these things, we can use them to our ability. They don't do anything while they're just sitting there.
Imagine you give it to somebody else.
Oh. No, but then they're always late to your things. No, thank you.
But what if you don't like them and you want them to be late to their things?
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's an evil way to look at it.
I mean, that's what if your kid found it? Like, there's a lot of consequences for keeping them.
It is. Should not keep them. Okay, not in the china cabinet where everybody can see them. Maybe
behind
locked up somewhere.
Door, in the antique shop, in the locked back door. Well, lock it up, label it "Do Not Touch," and leave it for the next curious soul.
If you've got theories or secrets of your own, send them to us on Instagram at Society of BS, or tag hashtag Society of BS, or hashtag Cursed Keepsakes so the others can find you. Thanks for joining us here at Beautiful Sunday Podcast. I'm Christine.
And I'm Selena.
This is another tale for the archives. Heart open, mind awed, sun high.
And if you're still hearing whispers after the credits,